Good evening. It's Ashley
And Alicia.
and we are back after a very long hiatus with a makeup video. And today we're going to do a no makeup look. Of course, if you really want a no makeup look, just don't wear any makeup. But if you're interested in kind of masking some of the things you might be uncomfortable with, or just adding a little color to your face, or whatever your desire is for applying just a bit of makeup to give you that more polished look, we are here to kind of show you what you can do. So the first step is typically primer. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Smooth and Blur primer from Sephora. I don't even know if they still make this anymore, but I like it. So I am going to take a little bit of that and put it on my face. It's going to fill in my pores before I apply my foundation. And just squeeze a bit of that. You want some?
Yeah.
Alicia's skipping primer, which you absolutely can do. I have super oily skin, and even though this is for demonstration purposes only, and I probably won't be wearing this makeup for very long. I do like to kind of have a smooth base for my foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and smooth that in to my face. And Alicia is going to get started with her foundation. It is the Haus Labs Triclone foundation. I absolutely love that one. It's really great. It's one of my favorite liquid foundations. The shade match is beautiful. So yeah, so we're just gonna go. Alicia is a little bit darker than the foundation because she's in her summer era, and so I do have a darker one if you want. Try this MAC Studio Fix. You might have to twist it. Alright, so she's going to blend that darker foundation into the lighter one to kind of correspond to what her skin tone currently is, as opposed to what it is in the winter. And you'll notice you might need, a couple of different shades of foundation. A darker shade for the summer months and a lighter shade for the winter months when you're not getting as much sun. And so, you can, stick with the same brand. I don't have the Haus Labs foundation in a darker shade. But as you can see, I do have a wide range of foundations. I'm going to be using the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. Oops, I just dropped my applicator. If I can get it. And it is a balm, as you can see, and I've used quite a bit of it, but I do have another one on deck. It does last for a super long time, so be careful. So I'm just going to go ahead and scoop a little bit on the wand and just gently apply it to my face. I really like this Irix foundation. It works really beautifully with my oily skin because it dries down into a powder, and that works really well for me, especially for long wear. I really like it, and it's got a nice medium-ish coverage. It can be built up if you want it to be, but I like it at the medium coverage. It's kind of that nice balance there. I don't often go full coverage, so yeah. So I'm going to take the C42 brush from Rose and Ben, which is the one Alicia was just using it, and I'm going to gently blend out my foundation, just like so. Now mine is a little light too, but it does seem to blend fairly well in the lighting in the room. Okay, so my foundation is blending. Next up, I'm going to do eyeshadow primer and then eyeshadow. I like to do eyeshadow primer first because it helps the eyeshadow show up. Although we're doing a very natural, understated look. So I'm going to take this eyeshadow primer right here. This is eyeshadow primer if you want to do it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit on my finger, just like so. And I'm just going to blend it on my eyes, just to give a nice base. Your eyelids are very oily, whether you have dry skin or not, typically. And they kind of eat through the makeup pretty quickly, so the makeup on your eyes will break down and slide around kind of easily, which if you're going for a long wearing look is no fun, because you don't want your makeup sliding around your face. So you're just going to smooth that out, just like so. All right, now Miss Alicia is going to be taking the MAC, what is this? Connect in Color eyeshadow palette. It is a kind of natural palette. It has like neutral taupes, browns, shades like that. So yeah, so very nice. I will be taking the Natural Nudes from Born This Way by Too Faced. Again, this is another kind of very natural shaded palette, just like so. It's got some pinks in here. It covers a wide range of skin tones, which I really do like. Let's see. Let me get a eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to be taking this brush from Eco Tools, and I'm just going to take the shade Cocoa and just spread it over my eyes. And I'm only going to be doing a couple of shades in this look because I really do want a very natural, almost nude look to my eyeshadow and makeup in general for this look. So Cocoa really does blend very nicely in with my skin. And we're just blending that up through the crease. Just like so. And now I'm going to take the shade Truffle, which is a darker shade, and kind of blend it on the outer corner, just like so. Oh, Stephanie's calling me. I'll call her back. All right. Okay, we've got that. Now I am going to, Alicia was just curling her lashes, or getting ready to curl her lashes. Did you do it already? Oh. And now she's going to take the Hourglass Unlocked mascara. It's a tubing mascara. I love tubing mascaras. They really lengthen my lashes and give me like a solid look, which I think is so pretty. You know, and I don't necessarily have to wear fake lashes to kind of get that look. So I'm gonna do one more thing real quick. I'm gonna take the shade Seashell and just blend it under my eye, just like that. Just to give the look a little bit more dimension, just like so. All right, now I'm going to take my concealer, and this is by House Labs. You can absolutely skip this step. You can absolutely skip the foundation step if you're satisfied with your skin's texture and tone, and don't really want to cover anything up. You can just take concealer and cover up your small blemishes and blend it out, and then you don't have to worry really about foundation. So I'm just going to take this concealer. No, this is though. And I'm just going to take a dab of this concealer in the corner. And you really don't need much. Think of concealer as being really concentrated. That's why it comes in these small tubes compared to your foundation. The pigment in concealer, it's typically thicker and it packs a punch. So you really want to ensure that you're not overdoing it with concealer. So, yeah. I am going to blend this out with my concealer brush as soon as I find it. There it is. All right, there we go. And this is the Rose and Ben C31, I believe. So I'm just going to blend this out. Concealer in just like that. And to finish my eye look, I am going to add mascara, which I skipped earlier while I was adding my concealer. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add my mascara. This is the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I love, love, love this formula. And this one, it's absolutely one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites, but this one just really makes my lashes look, especially since I have very short, kind of sparse lashes. This one just really gives them the volume and the lift and the lengthening that I need. All right, Alicia, did you add blush already? Yeah, you did. Okay, Alicia is adding the Amicale lip liner. What shade is that?
Cafe Cuba.
So, yeah, she's going for that 90s brown lip liner, clear lip gloss look. That's back and popular again. I don't think it ever really went out of style, but it's definitely making a resurgence with Gen Z and Gen Alpha. So, yeah. All right, I got my mascara on. That's looking quite nice. All right, my face is looking pretty flawless, but I'm gonna add some color with the blush. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you choose to pronounce it. It's kind of a red, but it's kind of a deep berry too. It's got berry tones to it. It's got kind of purple in it, and I absolutely adore it. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna blend that in up here, just like so. And I'm just blending it in with my finger. I am gonna go back over it and blend it out with a brush, just to kind of shear it out a little bit, because it does pack a pretty high pigment load, which I love, but sometimes I don't look like I'm sunburned. I don't want to look like I'm sunburned, at least. So I am going to tone that down. And I'm going to use the Rose and Ben C41 blush brush to kind of sheer it out a little bit. And as you can see, it's just kind of toning it down just a notch. And the other way I can kind of tone it down is to take some translucent powder in a kind of deep tone that matches my skin and just blend it. Just like so. All right, I am going to do the powder. So I'm going to take my Laura Mercier powder, loose setting powder, and just put a little bit in the cap of my Alicia is now doing her brows. So I'm just going to take a little bit of setting powder. Now, when I'm not talking and I'm just focused on generating a look, I can get a natural look on my face in 10 or so minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. Because I'm talking, it takes me a little bit longer to get a natural look on my face. So as you can see, that powder helped kind of bring that down to a more natural flush. So I'm very pleased with the results there. So I'm going to go ahead and put my powder away. And now I'm going to do my lipstick. So I am going to go with MAC's Night Moth, which is kind of a purple lip liner. Just like so. And then I'm going to take faux lipstick, also from MAC. I'm just kind of add that to my lips. And then I'm going to take Love Child MAC lip gloss. And just kind of smooth that over our lips. Just like so. And this is a little bit of a less natural lip color, but I really like it. It's got kind of a pinky color, more pink than my lips are naturally. But I do like it. So this is pretty much my my natural look, as you can see, like so. I didn't do my brows, I didn't contour, I didn't bronze or anything like that. I just did foundation, blush, a quick eyeshadow look, mascara, and a little bit of setting powder and lip products. And you don't have, you can just add you can do what Alicia did and essentially add a gloss. And her look is very natural looking. I look a little bit more made up, but that's okay. But you can see she's got mascara, foundation in her shade. I know for some folks when they're doing a more glam look, they'll do foundation in a shade that's too light, or lighter than their natural skin tone to kind of really show off that heat, that fresh face. So yeah, but we had fun with this look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you check out some of the products. I think most of the stuff we got is from Sephora, except for the MAC stuff. The MAC stuff is from Ulta. But everything else I think is Sephora. And the e.l.f. Putty Blush, which I do highly recommend, is I think you can find that at Target. So yeah, and then Alicia's lip gloss is from the Lip Bar, which you can also find at Target. So, but everything else that we used is pretty much a Sephora purchase. So I appreciate you taking the time to tune in, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. And we've got a hurricane coming in, so hopefully those of us on the East Coast and the Southeast stay safe and as dry as possible, although it is pouring down rain right now. So yeah, but thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.